Hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening from where you're watching me from, whatever time it is, and welcome to this live stream that I am going to be sharing with you today. I know I have not been on air for a couple of weeks, months maybe, but here we are again today, and I just wanted to share with you some thoughts on leadership this morning. And I am calling this session today Two Sides of the Same Coin. My name is Masi Masila Chola, and I'm the founder of Value Connect and also an executive program leader with the Maxwell Leadership Team. So, what do I mean by saying that I want us to talk about two sides of the same coin? Two sides of the same coin, my topic for today, has actually been triggered by some conversations that have been going on in my part of the world. If you live in Kenya, you are probably conversant with what's going on. And if not, I will bring you up to speed. In the headlines this week, in the news, all the press, it's been about some leaders. We are about to go into a general election in about 50 or so days. And one of the requisites of the electoral process in Kenya is that certain candidates who hold or who want to vie for certain positions require to have a minimum of a university degree. Now, what has made the news is that some of the contestants apparently have produced what has been claimed to be forged documents. And so this has led to a hullabaloo. I've seen a lot of social media posts, people sharing and trying to prove that they actually did graduate at one time or another. But then also in the same news, there has been a story about 10 recruits, newly recruited candidates into the National Police Service who have been dismissed because they presented fake academic papers. Now, with the latter, the action has been swift and they have been disqualified and terminated for further training. And on the other side, on the political side, the conversation is still ongoing. And so I wanted to talk to us today. What is really the core of these two conversations, whether it's on the political side or these recruits into the National Police Service? And at the core of this conversation, really, I want to put it to you, it's all about character and competence. The two issues, one requiring the academic papers, is about competence. And then whether forged or otherwise, presents character issues. And so I want us to look at what is character really? Is it important in the day and age that we live in? Should we honor it? Should we practice it? Should we hold our leaders accountable? Should we hold ourselves accountable? Join me in the next few minutes and let's cover a little bit more about what character and competence is all about. My mentor and friend John Maxwell likes to say that character and competence is similar to having two wings on an aeroplane. And therefore, meaning in the same way that you cannot fly an aeroplane with one wing, neither can you have character without competence or have competence without character. So why is character important, or what is character? I want to put it to you that character is all about values and principles. The inner core, what makes us, what makes who we are, and what we're all about. And think about it. Character defines who we are, our integrity, honesty, confidence that we exude or otherwise. And don't we all desire to have such leaders in our midst? Better still, if this is what we desire of our leaders, don't we also want to have these same qualities? Because at the end of the day, a society will choose and elect leaders that reflect themselves, that mirror who they are. And so we want to be people of good character, persevering, and wanting to do the right thing. Because if we do not do this, then we might as well be building our houses on shifting sand. Now, retired General Norman Schwarzkopf said that 99% of leadership failures are failures of character. And so this is how important character becomes, even in the leadership that we desire and the leadership that we want to go for. And ultimately, when we all fail to choose and make the right character decisions, we are basically giving away ownership of ourselves. We are letting somebody else control us, or whatever it is that we have given up to, it will control us. And this ends up putting us in a very bad place. And none of us, I'm sure, wants to be controlled by somebody else or by something else. And so we want to work on our character. At the end of the day, habits that we form will be the ones that generate our character. And this becomes a constant daily battleground. I know I'm not saying it's an easy place to get to, but at the end of the day, we have to battle with these choices within ourselves and determine what do we want to show in our character. Because what we do daily is what's going to develop our character. And sadly for us, when a time of crisis shows up, then it is too late. It is too late to say you're going to be working on your character then. So you want to start working on your character way long before you find yourself in a difficult position where you must stand up for what is right. On the other hand, I want to talk about competence. And competence is what is shown or revealed on the outside. Character is on the inside and competence is on the outside. And rightfully so is where now I would say the academic qualifications come in. But luckily also we know as leaders, we don't know or have everything. And this is where it comes on the reliance of teamwork, recruiting people on our teams who can help to support what we know because we don't know everything. And then we can leverage on each other's strengths so that we can be able to move forward. But again, I want to argue that without a good character, then it might even compromise how or the decisions that you make on competence. And so I want to invite all of us, even as we rage on this debate, can we consider and determine that we are going to develop good characters of ourselves even before we demand of the same from others. So my question to you today is, what are you doing daily to develop your character? The good news is, if your character is not where you want it to be, or you realize that there are things you can do, there is room for improvement. We all have an opportunity to grow and improve ourselves. It is never too late. And as I finish, I want to support the comments that some people have already put forward and said the argument of whether one has the right academic papers or otherwise is a straightforward issue. It's a yes or a no answer. However, for our character to be reinforced and to develop requires time, requires hard work, and it's a continuous ongoing process. So over to you, my friends. Let's commit and purpose to be people of good character and also to work on our competence. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you can share your comments Share your views also. I want to hear them. And together, let's purpose to be better people, because at the end of the day, before you can lead anybody, you are a leader of yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye and God bless.